Hi everyone and all you maniacs, welcome back to the next season of En-Mao Plays FIFA 15. Today it's Hartlepool versus St-Etienne in this first pre-season match of this brand new season, and we're at home against them. If you saw the last game, you will know how Hartlepool tasted the Premiership glory, and they went and won with us an astounding win over Leicester City in the playoff finals. So we finally made it to the Premiership. Today we've got to play this first couple of pre-season games though. We've got Hartlepool in the blue and white, St-Etienne in the green, and we're going to be playing on 4 minutes and a half on professional. We've got these first couple of pre-season games to go. Once we've done them, we are off into the Premiership League for the season. It's going to be hard and we're going to try and stay up, but that's going to be our main main objective for the first season. Anyway, as you can see, for some reason I don't understand why, but the game is decided to read out the team along the bottom of the screen, and I am not too certain who the players are for St-Etienne. Our team is pretty much the same as normal, except for a bit of a problem. We've unfortunately lost Darren Holden. He's been sold. He put in a transfer request, as you all remember, at the end of last season, and well, now we've lost Holden in that fullback position, and that is not a very good thing. So we are going to be having to struggle at the moment with the new player who's coming in. I'm not too certain what his name was as well. I can't remember what his name was at the minute, but I'll probably be able to tell you that over the next couple of games, because we haven't got a definite player to put in that position at the moment. Anyway, let's get on with this game, because I've carried on waffling for about 9 minutes of this game so far. Hartlepool are playing from left to right on this first game. And, well, here we go. We're going to pass it forward to Lee. We're playing with pretty much the normal setup. So we've got Lee and Alessandra up front, En-Mao out on the one wing, and Compton out on the other. We've got Woods, and I think it's Walker is the other person in the middle with us. And at the back, I didn't quite catch who was playing at the back, but we've got Halstead in goal. Halstead, by the way, won goalkeeper of the Championship last season. So God knows how he did that, because I thought he had an absolute shocker, but he got goalkeeper of the season, so he's now back in goal for us as our #1 keeper. Brilliant strike there by Lee at the goal of St-Etienne, and it's gone out for a corner. Here we go, En-Mao to take this corner, crosses it over. Punched away by the goalie, only as far as Alessandro though, on the edge of the penalty area. He turns round and tries to go back at them. He runs past the two defenders, gets caught up by the last one, and it's cleared away. Next person to get it is Nerney. Nerney knocks it forward now towards Compton. Compton playing on the inside today for some reason, and he gets tackled by the defender, and now it is St-Etienne coming on a counter-attack, trying to get the ball out. That was a lovely little turn to go past Walker and to go past Nerney. Here we go, they played it out wide. They're going to try and cross it over. It looks like going down into that far corner. Lovely tackle there out by Walker, and passes it over to Jones, who knocks it through to Woods. Woods now playing the ball forward, going for a run himself. Will he be able to score a goal? He carries on running. He tries to get past the last defender, but it gets cleared away into touch for a throw-in.
Big gap between reserve team football these days and the first team, but he's been doing well for the reserves.
I think Josh Nerney is going to be getting first team football quite often at the moment, the way that he's been playing lately. Anyway, that was a lovely cross in there by En-Mao. Unfortunately, it was headed away by the defenders before the Hartlepool player could get his head on it. And there's Lee with a brilliant strike at goal, and it's in! What a goal! There's the first one of this season, and the man to score it, Lee, gets a goal. The first strike by Walker ricochets off the defender, falls down straight into the path of Lee, and he isn't going to miss from there. 1-0 Hartlepool United. Come on, you Blues. Doing his Trademark celebration there, the cartwheel and the gambol. That's his first goal in this friendly pre-season game. We've played 31 minutes and we're on the score sheet. Now let's see if we can get a few more goals, because winning these pre-season games will really help us going into our Premiership campaign. It would be such a boost to our morale if we could get a couple of wins against these teams. I mean, the last season when we had the pre-season game against Manchester United and we beat Manchester United at home, I think it was. I think we was playing at the Town Park. Well, when we beat them 1-0, we could tell the difference that made in this team's morale. And they went out in the Championship and they won the first couple of games of the season. That is the type of thing that we need to be doing when we go with this game. Because I think it's going to be really hard in the Premiership. The players are going to be a hell of a lot better than what we've got. Because, I mean, we are still playing with players that come through from the second division. And they haven't been advancing their stats that much. The only one who's come along with his stats is my player, is En-Mao. And I don't understand why the game doesn't advance the stats of the other players in your team. If you're coming up through the leagues, they should be able to just give them that boost to make it a little bit easier, should come to think of it. Like in the final sort of seasons, you know, like when you come up to the Premiership. But as it is at the moment, I am going to struggle until we get some either financial backing or we buy some actual Premiership players who are going to be able to withstand the tackles, run at the same pace and do the same sort of things as like Wayne Rooney, for example, or Steven Gerrard, or any other professional Premiership footballer. But as it goes at the minute, I think Hartlepool are going to struggle. We're really not struggling. So it's not looking like we're struggling so much. And that was unlucky. That just went over the crossbar right on half-time. The referee blew the whistle. And what a brilliant start to this game. This has been 1-0 to Hartlepool as they go off down the tunnel. The manager will be very happy with his with the performance of Hartlepool for this first half. But as I was saying, I think that we're going to really struggle in this first season in the Premiership because of the way that the other teams are going to have the players with like the 97s and the 98s and all the rest of it. And I understand that's going to happen. But the thing is, they're backed up by players that are like 80s and 70s, where all of our players are basically 50s and 60s. We've still basically got bronze players compared to gold players of some of the teams in the Premiership, like for example in an Unreal Tournament. That's not Unreal Tournament, Ultimate Team. Sorry, that's what I'm referring to. Now that's going to make it a little bit tougher for us in this Premiership. But I'm not going to complain. I'm going to soldier on, carry on doing it on professional difficulty because it makes it a bit more enjoyable. Otherwise, if I turn it down a difficulty, I will be able to go through and absolutely murder the game, win the league, win Europe, do everything on that difficulty, because I can tell you that now that I would be able to do that on the difficulty lower than the one we're playing on now. I mean, I play on this difficulty because, yeah, it is difficult at times, but the thing is I know that there's always the chance that you could have a decent game and win. For example, like in the last couple of games, I turned it on where I really put the skill in and started playing with a bit more pizzazz, I suppose, and destroyed both the teams in the final and in the semi-final and the legs sort of thing. But you know, I don't want to play the game and make it look as if I'm absolutely destroying teams, because it's boring for you guys to watch. If you was to see me destroy a team day after day after day after day, week after week after week, you wouldn't watch it. I just think it makes it more enjoyable. I mean, the last three seasons, I think, have been pretty decent seasons, pretty decent endings to the season. I mean, the first one where we come out of the second division, where we finished second in the league. When we come out of the first division, where we finished second in the league. Then going up via winning the playoffs. I think that is an absolute brilliant way for the game to go. I mean, if I was to go out and destroy every single league, you'd get bored, guys. So I'll try to make it a bit more enjoyable than just me going and murdering team after team after team. And I know that there are a couple of 0-0 draws that come into this, but yeah, sometimes I can't score. Sometimes the game stops you from scoring. I do honestly believe that sometimes the game refuses to allow you to score a goal. You know, you'll be able to do shots as you would normally do, and you'd score them 9 times out of 10, but then you'll get that one match where you play exactly the same as normal and nothing goes in. And it's just one of them things. But anyway, back to this game. We're on the second half. We are still winning 1-0, and this is a brilliant morale boost to our team. We're going the other way now, and St-Etienne, they're not really making a game of this, to be honest with you. It seems very middle of the park play sort of thing at the moment. The only team that seems to be doing anything with the ball when they get it is Hartlepool. And here we go, it's Alessandro going on a run again. He's past the one defender, past the other, and he knocks it through. Lovely little through ball towards Lee to see if he could score his second. And unfortunately, he just fizzed it past the post. You'd be expecting him to put that in the net from where he was there, but it just goes wide. And that was really unlucky. 65 minutes played, Hartlepool 1, St-Etienne 0. Ball played back into play by the goalkeeper. Long up the field. St-Etienne trying to go past the defender. Doesn't manage to do so. Knocks it forward to Alessandra. Alessandra tries to pass it forward, but it gets ricocheted off the boot of the other player, and it goes to the opposition. Great tackle there, but the referee didn't like something to do with that tackle by Smith, and they're going to call a free kick there. We're going to make another substitution though now, taking off Lee and bringing on Ross for his start on this game. All the fans in the stands going crazy again. They love it. They absolutely love it. They know that they're going to be watching Hartlepool as a Premiership side. Who'd have thought it? Who would have thought that Hartlepool would get to the Premier League? Whether they stay there is a different matter, but we'll come to that hurdle when we get to it. Anyway, it's Ross on for Lee. Ball played forward by St-Etienne. Waste of a free kick there. Goes out for a goal kick. Absolute poor, really.
Well, it's a chance.
Another look at his goal. No, it wasn't. Sorry, another look at the shot that he just had that nearly scored from. I thought that was going to be a quick replay of the goal that he scored, especially when they showed him first. But never mind, they like to build your hopes up just to let them down. Anyway, the ball played long up the field by the goalkeeper, headed back to a St-Etienne player. He now tries to turn it, passes it back to the defender. The defender now trying to make a run, gets tackled by Smith. Beautiful tackle. He comes back though and clatters Smith into the air and gets the ball back. And now it's St-Etienne on the run again. He tries to get the crossover, headed wide, just by the, I think it was by the defender who headed it wide. Jordan Richards, who headed that ball, and it was only inches going past the post. That would have been shocking if he'd have scored an own goal then and tied this game out. We don't really want that to be happening. We're on 76 minutes. There's 14 minutes left to play. Ball crossed over. Can Hartlepool last for 14 minutes? They haven't been able to lately. Every time they normally go ahead by a goal, within a couple of minutes, the other team normally scores an equaliser back or pulls himself back into the game. It hasn't happened today. Will Hartlepool be able to hold on for this last 10 minutes? En-Mao trying to get the ball back. He doesn't manage to do so, and it's there. They're going in. St-Etienne on the edge of the penalty area. They're kind of fumbling around with the ball, not knowing what to do with it. And that attack broke down really poorly, really. They should have hit that as soon as they could. Pretty poor.
The manager's going to bring on a fresh player now.
They should have scored there. That was very, very unlucky. Substitution now for St-Etienne. I don't know who the players are for St-Etienne, to be honest with you. So, as I say, I'm just going to have to refer to them as player. Saint-Maximin comes on for Hognet, who's gone off. if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too certain if that's how you pronounce it, but that's what I'll say. If there's any St-Etienne fans out there, you can correct me in the comments if you like.
Have any late slips?
Yeah, it's a party atmosphere up in the stands.
It is a party atmosphere in the stands. I don't think they're going to be playing party music though when they find out what sort of prices we're going to be charging for them to go and watch their team every week in the Premier League. Because obviously, being in the Premier League, you're going to have to charge more for the tickets as they normally do. So here we go. Now we're going on a run with Alessandra. Let's see what he can do. He loses the ball, doesn't manage to do anything with it. 90 minutes has been played. We've got 5 minutes of added time left to go. Will we be able to score a second goal to finish this game off? Will it stay as 1-0? Or will St-Etienne clinch a very unworthy point from this game? Because they haven't really deserved to draw. They haven't really had that many attacks or many attacks that have come to fruition. Anyway, there you go. There's the final whistle of the game. St-Etienne lose 1-0. Hartlepool go marching on. Brilliant start of the season for Hartlepool, winning their first pre-season friendly. Let's hope they can carry on with this into the main season. Here's the highlights of the game. We'll be able to have a look at a few of them. There wasn't really that many, if I'm honest with you. I think the only main one is the goal from Lee, which is probably the only one that will be shown, to be honest with you. Which, there you go, there's one shot from Hartlepool. Brilliant save there by their goalkeeper. That was in the first couple of minutes when Hartlepool decided to come out and show them what they were up for. And, well, he did a really good save, to be fair. And then here we go. Alessandra drops the shoulder, tries to go past the defender, doesn't manage to do so. The shot from Walker goes back into Lee's path. He bags that goal, no problems at all. And there's a new look at the guy who is going to replace Darren Holden. Unfortunately for us, Darren Holden left at the start of our season. I can't understand that, as he's just come up into the Premiership and he's been transferred away. I can't remember who it was who bought him, but I don't think it was an actual Premiership side who's bought him. So for God knows why he would come up into the Premiership and then want to get transferred into a lower division again. Bit silly if you ask me. There's another strike by Lee. That just fizzed past the post. He can't believe it either. Nor can Smith, because Smith could have had a go at that. Anyway, the game finished 1-0 to Hartlepool. St-Etienne lost. And, well, let's carry on with this morale into the next game. En-Mao scores a 6 rating overall. And Josh Nerney gets an 8.3 on his rating and gets man of the match. So, here's all the scores from around the grounds. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and this match. If you have, leave a like, comment and subscribe. I will see you all on the next video. Till then, thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now. Anyway, a big thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video of FIFA 15. Leave a like if you can and comment if you want to. And please click the big subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. Add me on all the social media sites, the links are in the descriptions, as is the information if you ever want to play a game with me. Also, come and join in the fun at the live streams that I do. Links are on the screen right now. Anyway, I hope to see you all in the next video. Once again, thanks for watching, and until then, bye for now.